Which manifesting technique punches the hardest? And what I mean by that really quick is we're doing all these manifesting techniques, but which one is the best? Which one is going to knock out all the other manifesting techniques? And by the way, I'm not saying manifesting techniques are not important, but which one should you be doing? That's what we're going to discuss in this video. And welcome back, tribe. Welcome to Live Life on Your Terms. I'm Chad, by the way. I would be doing this video outside, but right now it's the holidays, it's Thailand, and it's noisy, crazy noisy outside. So like I said really fast here before we get to the climax of this video is I'm not saying manifesting techniques don't have a place. You understand, my friends? All the manifesting techniques, they have a general purpose depending upon what you're going through in your life. But which one is dominant? And I'm going to explain this several different ways because I know some of you have massive experience in manifesting. Some of you are new. You're trying to figure this stuff out. You're trying to figure this stuff out to fit in your own life because you want to live life on your terms, baby. You want to call the shots. So let's get rocking with this. Now, the number one manifesting techniques that knocks out all the others is, if you follow Never Goddard, is living the end. And I'm going to explain this many different ways. That way you get the point. Okay, now what's living the end really fast? Living the end is that you already have what you want, my friends. Okay, if you want that dream house, you already have it right now. So how would you be acting right now today? How would you be living? How would you be carrying yourself? Okay, what decisions would you be making? Okay, what group of friends would you be hanging out with? What type of hobbies would you have? You understand. Okay, what type of standards and boundaries would you have if you already have your dream house? Okay, what we have to understand with living in the end, now we can call this acting as if. Some people call this acting as if. Okay, you act like you already have what you want. You act like you already have your dream car, your dream career. Okay, you act like you already are that multi-millionaire entrepreneur. Okay, but the secret here I really want you to understand here, it's really the law of being, my friends. It's who you're being in every moment of your life, okay? Lots of times what we want to do is we want to be that most successful version of us, but the reason why manifesting isn't working is because you're still behaving over here. You're still behaving over here like the old you, like that old self, like that old man, like Never Goddard liked to put it, okay? That's why you're having trouble manifesting. That's why you're having trouble manifesting big things, because you're out of alignment with it. Okay, that's why I said it's living the end. It's acting as if. It means the same thing. It's really the law of being. This is the same thing. I'm just explaining it a different way. It's who you're being right now today. If you want to be a millionaire, you are a millionaire right now. So what you got to do is, acting as if, it sounds like a cliche, but what you're doing is, if you want your dream house is on this frequency. Your dream house is on this level, okay? On this vibrational level. Okay, when you act like that old self, you're way down here. But how to speed up manifesting? You want to know the real secret here? It's law of being, acting as if. Okay, the more you act like that most successful version of you, you know what happens? You get closer to that frequency level. Okay, the more you make decisions like the most successful version of you, you get closer to it. The more you dress, hang out, have hobbies like that most successful version of you would, you get closer and closer to it. And you get so close to it, you're on the same frequency lane. Okay, you're on the same vibrational lane, my friends. Okay, now once you get in that same vibrational lane, is boom, it comes to you. That's when that light bulb pops off. That's when you wake up one day and things are just coming to you like flies on shit. I hate to put it that way, but that's exactly what happens. This is how you speed time up. This is how you speed up your manifesting. This is a no BS video. This is exactly how you do it in this short little video here. Let me explain this one more time. It's law of being. It's who you're being in every moment of your life, okay? Like I said, you want to be a millionaire? Well, how would you got to sit down and you got to do a little bit of homework. How would you act if you had $1 million in the bank? What would you be doing? How would you act? What hobbies would you have? What friends would you hang out with? What type of decisions would you make? Okay. I don't know if I said how would you dress? What types of standards and boundaries would you have? And on top of it, listen to this. You might say, well, Chad, I got standards and boundaries. But do you enforce your standards and boundaries? You understand? Like that most successful version of you is going to have standards and boundaries and non-negotiables. Things he just don't put up with. And he's not afraid to call it out. Okay, he calls it out because he does it so much, he brings no emotion to it. Okay, if he has to sit down and talk to you because you're crossing a boundary, he just talks to you like normal. He brings no emotion to it, and it's okay. We can still be friends. You understand? That's that most successful version of you. But you got to be that person now today. You got to act as if right now today. You got to live in the end right now today. That's how you speed time up, my friends. Other than that, tribe, thanks for tuning in. I'd love to hear from you. Comment below if you have questions on this. And if you'd like to reach out to me, you need some more nuggets, check out the description. That's where all the nuggets are. Other than that, remember, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.